So, you're back for more Vaults Unlocked. I've got another 2 boxes for you this time, which I'll be going through. These 2 boxes were actually the first ones I went through, but after I'd recorded all the footage, when I was going back over it, and I made the decision to show the boxes with the classified and the Black Series and stuff in first. Why? I'm not entirely sure, to be fair. I think maybe it's probably because I felt that it would be the stuff that may have the broadest appeal, because what's going to be in these next 2 boxes are more. There's some more personal stuff in these, than what the others are just stuff that I collect and I have picked up. These 2 boxes that you're going to be watching shortly, they have some stuff that I have picked up, but they also have some stuff that is mine from back in the day. Is there anything else I need to tell you about before we go into it? I don't think there is. This one's not as long as the first one. I think this one's only going to be maybe about 35-40 minutes. And yeah, so after these 2, there are some more to come, but I've not filmed those yet. I'm just having a bit of a break from that. I've got some other things to take care of and sort out. But once I've got that done, I'm going to jump back on it, because there is still a few bits and bobs that, I think you'd like. I think you would find it interesting to see. Right, okay. Let's roll the intro and get straight into it, shall we? Sounds like a plan. Right, first box that I've managed to pull out of there is this small one that's got, well, it's a bit of a mixed bag in here really. So let's get it opened up and we'll take a look, shall we? So first out, we've got a rubber dinosaur. Yes, not particularly great dinosaur noises, but when the kids were growing up, and whenever they'd go away anywhere, like on day trips or anything like that, during school holidays or with school and things, they would always bring me back a rubber dinosaur. So, well, this is supposed to be Dimetrodon. Dimetrodon's art dinosaurs, but I'm not going to go into that here. But yeah, so this is one of them. I'm not sure why it's in this box, but there we go. I probably just threw it in there because I couldn't be bothered getting the proper box out that it should be in. Cardboard spacer, no idea. Let's get rid of that. We don't want to see that. Right, okay, we'll get this one out. There we go. It should open. Yep, there we go. It opens. This, I had one of these as a kid. This isn't mine from childhood. This is one that Andy was kind enough to gift me. Bless him. Thank you very much indeed. I've forgotten the names of them now. Is it the adventure things or whatever they call them? But anyway, yeah, that's that. Keeping with that theme, we've also got this one here with the not so spring out wings. But let me just adjust that camera because I'm not doing a right good job showing them in front of the camera here, am I? But yeah, there we go. And again, another gift from Andy is that one. As is this one. Again, all these I did have as a kid. But my original ones from childhood, as I said, are long since gone. We've got Buck Rogers spaceship, starfighter, whatever you want to call it, with the pop out wings. That's nice, is that? Again, not my original from childhood. Again, another one from Andy. Mine from childhood has long been since lost to time. In fact, it's probably buried in the back garden of where I used to live. But what I do recall doing with mine, when I was a kid, I cut this bar thing out here because it didn't look like it did on the TV show. So I cut it out and then I filed it down on the points here and then painted it. Suffice to say, it became very sharp. That's that. We've then got a dinky one. The wings slide out there on that one. We have Moonraker shuttle with, oof, that's stiff. The wheels pop out there. And we've even got the satellite on the inside. There we go. We get the wheels back in. Very stiff. There we go. Back in. Yes, love that. Love that. I do miss mine from childhood, but again, Andy stepped up with that one. Bless you. Oh, we've got another dinosaur. Another rubber dinosaur. Well, it's probably more of a hard plastic one. This is a Brachiosaurus, is this? Excuse me. We have my die-cast Polystyrene Rally Mini, which, if you've been following me for a while on Instagram and YouTube, you will have seen me doing some photographs and a video of this. The doors do open, as does the bonnet does, but I can't quite get my finger in. Oh, there we go. There we go. And the boot opens as well. There we go. Not a lock, the bump here opens, blocks it, but you actually turn the handles and it locks them, the doors and the boot, into place. But yeah, love that. I didn't have these as a kid, but a cousin of mine did. He also had the Fiat and the VW Beetle, which I am looking for. I've seen them on eBay, but they're not quite in the condition that I want them to be. I will complete the set eventually. This is something from childhood. My Magic Roundabout. I forget his name, but we know that that's Zebedee. The mechanism is a bit goosed in this. It has been very much played with and well loved. But yeah, that was mine from childhood. Time for bed, said Zebedee. We have a gas pump. This is all that's left of, if I can think on, I'll try and dig a photograph out, but when I would have been about, maybe 6-7 years old, my dad, bless him, built me a garage for my die-cast cars, and it had these were the petrol pumps that it had with it. And aside from the petrol pumps, everything else on the garage he built from scratch. Loved that garage. Let me see now. We have a few of my Smurfs. I did have more of these. I honestly could not tell you where the rest of them have gone. But yeah, that's when after my dad passed and my mum moved out of the home that I grew up in, went through everything, and yeah, these were the only ones I could find. Couldn't find the other ones. But again, what are you going to do? We have an Action Jack. Again, had loads of these as a kid. This isn't one of mine from a kid. I picked this one up off Gareth a couple of years ago. I would like to try and get them boxed, but I'm not looking enthusiastically. If I happen upon them, I'll pick them up, but I'm not really looking, like I said, with any enthusiasm. We have some Star Wars figures. These are mine. These are all that's left of my original figures from childhood. We have an R2-D2. This is the later Sensor Scope one. I did have the original one But I mean, in fact, if I remember right, I think in total as a kid, I think I had about 3 or 4 R2s over time. But yeah, so that's R2. We have 3PO. He's not looking too bad. He's not got much wear on him, actually, to be fair. His joints are a little loose, but what are you going to do? We have a Stormtrooper. Still with his gun. We have a Death Star droid. This one has seen better days. There's a lot of chrome wear around the crotch area, and the rivet at the back there's a little bit rusty. But other than that, and the black on the shoulders is worn a bit. But other than that, he's still looking fine. And then we have R5D4. I loved R5D4. Again, I think this would have been my 3rd or 4th R5D4. Basically because I just played the hell out of them. And I'd loved I mean, I was a big fan of R2D2, but I also loved R5D4 as well. And then the rest of what we've got in here is we have, well, it's called Vintage Collection now, but these are from well before it was the Vintage Collection. We've got a Stormtrooper and a Biker Scout. The Biker Scout's got his gun in his holster there. The Stormtrooper does have his gun somewhere in this bag. Ah, there it is. There's his blaster. So yeah, that's just pop them back in there. I ought to have them in like little separate cases, really, didn't I? But maybe it's something I'll get around to eventually. Oh, another dinosaur. What else have we got? We have a... Just hang on a minute. We have a Jack Skellington. I've absolutely no idea where this is from. I'm assuming it's probably something that was given to me as a gift on either a birthday or a Father's Day or something like that, but I've no idea who makes it or where it comes from. But yeah, Jack Skellington. We have another Mini. This is I think it's a car armour one, I think this is. This was given to me when I was at college. I had a red Mini, but it was a 1275 GT. And there was a girl that I went to college with called Sally. Bless her, she was a lovely girl. Lowestoft, I think she was from Lowestoft, I think. And she was up here at Dewsbury College studying, I think it was textiles or some art kind of course or something like that. And she knew that I loved minis and that, and she got me that. Bless her. So yeah, that's pretty cool. She also, as well, and I'd love to know where it is, but she made me, she got an egg and she painted it, like obviously hollowed it out, but got this egg and painted it to look like a red Mini. Yeah, I'd love to know where that's gone. We have a little Ertl miniature Batmobile. This was a set that I did get. This is mine from back in 1989. I did have the Batwing and I did have the Joker van, which came in the set with it. But again, no idea where it's gone to, where those other bits have gone to. We have an Imaginext Batman. I pinched this off my son. My son had all the well, he still has them. They're still packed away in a box, but he had all the Imaginext stuff. And he had probably about 7 or 8 different Batmans, because they used to come to a penny with different sets and different packs, and people would buy them as birthday and Christmas gifts. So I pinched one. So that's Batman there. We have a little red plastic car here, which I'm pretty sure came out of a Kinder Surprise. But I don't know why I've got that, but I have. I quite like it. That's nice. we have the Iron Giant. This is from the original VHS release of Iron Giant. I've still got the video cassette, but I don't have the external box thing that came with it. So he's there. Love that film. I've got a real nice book. I think it's called The Art of Iron Giant, and it goes through how they made it and all the artwork for it and that. But yeah, love the Iron Giant. I'd love the really big one, but it's very expensive. We have a Volvo 480 Matchbox. I'm not sure where this came from. My gut tells me maybe it's something that my mum or dad may have picked me up while they were out travelling somewhere. They used to go on these coach trips, and they used to go around shops and things like that, so it's possible. I have another 2 of these. I have one. The other 2 are loose. One of them is just like as that is in the box there, and then the other one I painted up yellow to look like the Volvo 480 that I used to have. We have the Orville, and it does have the stand. That's a bit there and that, and there we go. And this was, I believe it was a birthday gift with a few other bits, and this was from Gareth a few years ago. So he knows I like the Orville TV show. And then last but not least, in this box we have the Batmobile. This is the Hot Wheels Batmobile. So let me just get a cloth to give it a wipe down. Let's give it a wipe down with a bit of a damp cloth. It's a little bit dusty. Just dry it off. Anyway, there we go. Batmobile. This is the Hot Wheels one, I believe. Yes, it is, yeah. Yeah, the Hot Wheels Batmobile from many years ago. All the features work on it. And then the engine pulls out at the front there like that. But yeah, it's a shame. I did used to have this on display, but with space in the vault becoming quite a premium, it's not been out on display for a heck of a long time. So yeah, right, that's that little box. I'm going to put everything away now, and I'll get another box out. Right, next box with a purple lid. What's in this one, is it? Well, there we go. Looks like this is a Transformer box. Phil loved this one. But first we have a rather big Diplodocus. That was I got that from Gareth from a 50th, along with a few other bits. That's a very nice Diplodocus, is that. We like that. Where can we put him? We need to put him somewhere. Let's just pop him down there. Right, we've got 2 empty boxes, or card blister packs. Those are the blister cards that the white and the blue Bumblebee came on that I got off Temu. I don't know why I've kept the blisters for them, but I've kept them anyway. There they are. What else we've got? Let's see now. We have a Takara Masterpiece hot rod that I have painted up to make look like the Andrew Wildman version of Rodimus Prime, hence the orange accents, the orange hands, and then the greyed out face and the grey lower legs. I wouldn't have done this to a Takara Tomy one because that's more of a magenta colour, whereas the Hasbro one came in this red. Well, that's him. These Transformers are purely in this box because I just don't have anywhere to have them out on display or do anything with. We have a Transformers animated Grimlock, which is one of the nicer non-G1 Grimlocks. Also have the animated Swoop, which isn't transformed particularly well, but there he is. We have the Hasbro Masterpiece Starscream, which the robot mode sucks ass, but the jet mode is absolutely gorgeous. When they went from this mold to so in Takara terms, this would have been MP3, but then when they did the MP11 mold, they spoiled it. They did really spoil it, because this jet mode on this one looks so much better. But yeah, that's Starscream. And we have Skywarp in the same mold, again from Hasbro. I only have these two because sadly, by the time they came to do Thundercracker, they had swapped over to the MP11 mold, so they never released this version. Oh, they never released this version in Thundercracker. Takara Tomy did, but the colour scheme doesn't match with Starscream or Skywarp here, so I never bothered trying to source or locate a loose one, which is a shame because it would have been nice to add. These I would have on display in jet mode, because like I said, the jet modes just look so good. They just tidy up so well underneath, and they keep all the streamlined lines. Yeah, great stuff. Excuse me. Oh, there are guns for that Rodimus. Oh, yeah, that goes on Starscream. There we go, just clips on there. It's not broken off, it is meant to pop off because when you're doing the transformation, it can get a bit hairy, so it was designed to pop off just in case to save it from breaking. We have two animated Vehicons. I like these. These are really nice. The robot modes are nice. The vehicle modes are nice. And yeah, that's them. We have, yeah, always forget the name of this guy. I think this is from, it didn't appear in the movie, but I think this was released as part of, is it Dark of the Moon? Or Revenge of the Fallen? I can't remember which one it was, but it was released on a movie card. But again, like I say, I can't remember his name. But I just like the vehicle mode, and the robot mode on this is really good, and it's quite well articulated. So that's that. Excuse me. We have a bag of weapons and accessories and bits and bobs from various Transformers and alternators. Oh, what's this? Didn't know I had that. Wow. Oh, broke his arm off. There we go. No idea what it is, but yeah. That face looks like Evil Edna from Will-O-the-Wisp, doesn't it? Yep, no idea what that is, but it's in there along with this bag full of other stuff. I know there's some weapons in there for the jet modes of Skywarp and Starscream. There is a translucent blue hand for MP10. There's some replacement smokestacks for MP1. There's some replacement knee joints for MP09. But the black version, well, they're not replacements because they're broke. I do remember I swapped them out for the die-cast ones, but I don't have that figure anymore. There's Masterpiece Grimlock gun. And there's this crown. It's a bag of bits. It's a bag of bits. The null rays for Starscream and Thundercracker. Oh, the translucent cassettes. Yes. I wondered where these were. So we have Rumble and Frenzy, not to be confused and put the other way around. Yeah. Oh, obviously knockoffs. And then we have Laserbeak with Buzzaw's wing stickers. But what are you going to do? What you're going to do? And they all have their weapons in there as well. Lovely. I forgot where they were, actually, to be fair. We have Decoy Hound. This is mine from back in the day. This came with the Throttlebot Freeway, which was the blue Corvette. Don't have Freeway anymore. I've still got the Decoy. I think I'm going to put him in with the Soundwave Design Centre, along with my Transformers marbles. You see, thought I'd lost them, but I hadn't. They're here. And we have, if they'll show up on camera, which I don't think they're going to do. No, they're not. But that's Jazz. We have Optimus Prime, of course. We have Soundwave, Starscream, and who's last? Sideswipe. And they are also going to go in the box with the Soundwave Design Centre. Yeah, marbles. Marvellous marbles. We have Mega SCF. No, it's not Mega SCF. It was the Heroes of Cybertron, but these weren't the US UK ones. These were the Japanese ones. I got these free with. I placed an order, and I can't remember where it was from. It was from a Japanese online store. Can't remember what it was that I ordered, but they sent me this. They sent me the Megatron, and they also sent me an Optimus Prime. But unfortunately, his leg has broken off. The Optimus Prime is slightly translucent on the blue plastic. But yeah, them. We have an Action Master Grimlock. This was not my Action Master. Is it Action Master? Yeah, they were called Action Masters, weren't they? I'm pretty sure they were. Anyway, yeah, Action Master Grimlock. That's all I have. I don't have any of accessories or anything like that went with him. And again, this was a gift from Gareth many, many, many years ago. So yeah, he's nice. Like him. We've got the Flame Sword for the animated Grimlock. I don't seem to have the mace for Swoop. Now we've got the bases for the Masterpiece. What's Masterpiece? Masterpiece, Skywarp and Starscream. Look, it's even got the names on there. And then like the flight bases, flight stands. And then last but not least, we have a boxed and complete G1 Optimus Prime. I can't really get him in shot there fully, can I? This was the first one that I got back when I first started collecting. It was purchased. I don't think the shop's there anymore, but there used to be a collector's shop in Truro down in Cornwall, and I wasn't there. It was my parents. My parents were away on holiday. They were visiting my elder sister, and they had gone out for a walk around Truro this particular day, and by this time I was collecting, and they'd popped into this shop. It was like, oh well, let's nip in and have a look around this shop. There might be something for the lad. And they saw this, and they rang me, and they said, "Oh, there's this thing on shelf here. It's that red wagon." And I'm like, "Oh yeah," and so I said, "Well, I said if it's price is okay and it's it's complete." I says, "Yeah," I says, "You can pick it up, and I'll give you money for it when you get back." Anyway, bless them, they did pick it up for me, but they didn't tell me they picked it up for me. They fibbed to me and said, "Oh, I can't even remember what they said now." But they said anyway. I think it came around September, and it was presented to me as a birthday gift, a birthday present. But yeah, it is complete. The box is a little bit gnarly, but it's not the worst I've seen. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I've seen far worse. But I've seen, and I have. It's got a flap crease on the back. I do have another one, which is was almost mint, to be fair. That's down on the shelf on display behind loads of other stuff at the moment. But don't worry, it's in a protective case. So that's, but yeah, so that's that. Excellent stuff. Right, I'm going to get this lot packed away. And while I do that, I'm going to stop recording. Yeah, so I'm going to stop there. I'm going to pack this stuff away, and I'll be back with another box of stuff to show you. And that were it. Then that were them two boxes. Yeah, kind of a bit of a mix there. There's a bit of everything, really. Some pieces in there that I had genuinely kind of almost in a way forgot that I had, and then others I knew I had, but I just didn't know where they were, and now I found them. So I'm expecting that to come and happen when I start going through some of the other boxes that I've still to go through. Part of the reason why I was doing this was, yes, okay, it was a bit of content, but it was also as well to go through and see what I do actually have, because there's a lot of stuff, as you probably will have gathered from the video that you've just watched, and from what I tell you anyway, that I just don't realise I've got, or I forgot I've got, or like I said at the beginning, I just don't know where it is. And also the other thing is as well is that there's some stuff I want to downscale, I want to downsize, so there is going to be some stuff that's going to be coming up that will be for sale. Because it's just, I'm just getting to that point now where I think I'm in that transitional phase where I want to refocus and decide what I'm going to do going forward with regards to my collecting. I'm not stopping, I'm not giving up, but I think it's time for me to, I mean, I already have quite a narrow collecting focus, but I think I'm going to narrow it even more and just refine it a bit, because I'm just kind of, I don't feel I need to have everything that I see that I like. I'm a great believer in thinking that when I see something that's nice and thinking, yeah, it's nice, I'm glad that's a thing, but I don't need it. And that's pretty much where I am. I'm winding things down, not with a view to stop, but as I said, winding things down with a view to kind of just slow it up and just be more selective with what I do pick up. So yeah, right, okay, well, I don't know what's coming next from Vaults of Icon. Things are a bit busy here at the moment, so you might just have to keep an eye out, and when something drops, it drops. The back catalogue will be coming back, but that might be another couple of weeks. And then, what's the other thing I've got coming up? Oh yes, there is. Yes, there's that. So, without giving too much away, I will be doing a live stream on the 5th of July, which is a Sunday. I think it's 2 weeks away, I think. And that is going to be with, I will tell you about that later. Can't give you all my secrets just yet. Okay, that's it. That's enough from me. I've been Ed. This is the Vaults of Icon. That was the Vaults Unlocked, and we'll see you again when we see you. Bye for now.